I just got a hold of this miter saw and it cost me nothing. Stay tuned. I've been looking to get a used sliding miter saw, but today I found this one. Now the listing says it's for parts, which means that something's wrong with it. It's not working. But look at the price. Oh, yeah.
Hey, check it. Hey, check it. Put the place up.
I looked it over before bringing it home, but here is our problem. Yeah, blades aren't supposed to turn on their own. It's loose on the shaft. But the owner told me that the saw worked just fine, except he could not remove this bolt or the blade. So let's see what we got to do to remove this bolt. This pin here locks the shaft for the blade and motor so that you can change blades easily. Not all saws have them, but they're handy if they work. More on that later. It seems that the lock button isn't working. From this view, you can see the fan blades are turning on the motor with the shaft. Well, if the locking pin isn't locking, let's try the channel lock pliers on this washer that's supposed to hold the blade. It may look odd, but this bolt is left-handed, so I have to turn it clockwise to loosen it. By turning around the pliers, I think I can get a good grip. Almost. There we go. Okay, let's see if there's any damage under here. Blades off. That was easy. This back washer came off the shaft easily enough. Now, the front washer has some marring from the bolt, but it seems to fit the shaft. Let's put the blade back. Trying to tighten all this down. Tighten this bolt. Locking pin seems to hold for now. And let's get the blade guard back on correctly. Tighten these two screws here. Let's see if she runs. No sparks, no smoke. Are we done? No way. We got to see what's holding that locking pin. Now, I have to admit, I've only done this one other time, to an ancient Craftsman saw, but the basics are still there. Keep track of your screws, never put a power cord in a bind or let anything hang by a cord, and do not force it apart. Sometimes you have to go looking for fasteners that are hidden away, like some screws hidden under the batteries for the laser. There's one. And two more. And the last one, holding the handle, the trigger wire, the entire assembly. Why isn't this coming loose? Oh, it's a brushed motor. The brushes hold the armature of the motor in place. There we go. Set that to the side, and let's see if we can get a look in here. Well, that's not going well. The armature looks like it's pressed into the gear assembly, where the brake and locking pin are housed. I realized I had to make a decision. Was I willing to keep tearing down this tool in a way that I really didn't feel comfortable? Tearing into parts that I didn't know I could even put back together? And then end up with nothing? A saw that wouldn't work? I had to make a decision. And I chose to put it all back together. Remember when I said that some saws didn't have a locking pin? This little trick is how you can tighten the blade bolt with just a scrap of wood to hold the blade still. Simple. Now the real test. How well will it cut? Turn on my vacuum. Remember to unlock the slide. I think we got it. And now to see what we actually got for a few minutes' work. A compound miter saw that sold for $220 when it was new, but I'm not selling. This will replace my old miter saw. Remember, a quote, broken tool to some is a new tool to another. If you want to see more videos like this, give us a like, hit subscribe, and join our Patreon for exclusive extras. I'd love to see your comments on this one. We'll see you in the next video.